Good morning on this fine Tuesday morning here at Around the Table, and Dan's riding a horse.
Yeah, let's ride the horse music.
Okay, whatever floats your boat. You look like you're, I don't know, that could be a helmet on your head or something. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Good morning, Dan.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's
Tuesday.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to drown you out. You know, your camera's a little wonky.
Oh.
I'm just telling you.
Hold on a second.
Your head. There you go.
I got more head there.
Yeah, you do.
There we go.
Okay. Good morning, Dan. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good.
What are you looking at? Make sure I've got everything on. Please do. Y'all should have seen me. I went on vacation and my brain's not back. I think I left it in Mexico.
You would think this job would be easy if you do it on a repetitive basis.
Do you want to do it on a repetitive basis?
Oh,
you do.
I don't care.
That's why. That's why you're so.
I like it when you come in and say, "I'm doing it today."
Do you?
I'm doing the board today.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Then you just I
did.
Help me.
It's true. It is not far fetched what he just said.
Well,
especially when I ran into little problems. But it's okay.
I get caught up. I come in and I don't have to worry about anything. You do.
Yes, you do, because I'm going, Dan.
Yeah. That's
Dan.
Just, it's not worrisome. It's just irritating.
Oh, are you irritating?
No, you are.
I'm just looking out there. I don't have any of my paperwork. I got nothing. I do have it.
What's going on?
No, I got it. Just keep talking for a second, Dan. Okay, I got to get it.
Okay, so my truck is down.
Heard.
The cable to the gear shifter, the automatic shifter, where you go from park to drive.
I think we all know how the shifter works.
The thing just it flops like.
Why
oh my God.
What holds it together to make it not do that?
Well, it's a cable. There's a cable that goes under the floor, out the bottom, and it goes up to the transmission. And when you pull it, the cable pulls the gear. Okay. Pulls a little arm, and it shifts it.
Okay.
So I went to the repair shop and said, "Hey, the thing's not working." He says, "Well, you're going to have to crawl underneath it.
What?
Now make sure you have somebody holding the brake when you do all this, because you don't want to get run over."
Can you not?
And I'm like, well, "Aren't you guys supposed to do that?"
Yeah, what happened with the people that are supposed to fix it?
Yeah, right. So Kelly got behind the wheel. And she put I said, "Make sure you got your foot on the brake. Just keep your foot on the brake when I'm doing all this, because when it clicks
run over you.
Because you can't, you have no control." Anyway, I had to put it in reverse, roll it back, and then.
Wow. You got it to where it needed to be to the doctor.
We
you took it to the doctor.
Took it to the doctor.
Okay. Wow.
So they're going to put a new cable on it, and I'm looking at that thing underneath there, and it's plastic.
They're cheap.
It's plastic. It's got a plastic hole in it. I'm going, why don't you just, if you've got I'm sure the cable has some substance to it.
Right.
I'm sure it's made out of braided wire.
Wormwood.
And then it goes to a piece of plastic.
Okay.
I'm like, weld some wire around that thing and strap it to that thing and put a big old bolt through it, tighten it up.
They make stuff not to last anymore, it seems like.
And then Kelly's car's got this air suspension.
Okay.
Air suspension. There's no shocks. It's got bags, and you can inflate them. And one of them's.
So you have to get the bag changed?
The bag, yeah. It's like a $3,000 job.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
You know how much my first car cost?
Probably not $500.
$3,200.
Okay.
Brand new.
It's crazy. And now you can't repair anything for.
It's amazing. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's the woes of Dan.
Yeah, my price tags are stuck in
You're
the 80s. You're in the
throes of your woes right now.
Throes of my woes.
Yeah. But you know what might brighten you up?
What's that?
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream.
That's a satisfier right
for
there.
A homemade ice cream experience. Yep. They have over how many? 20 flavors.
20 flavors.
Including non-dairy and vegan flavors that are always homemade and delicious. They are located on North Main Street next to Merchandise Outlet. Yep. You're on your way to paradise.
20 is not a good 20 is not a good number.
Why?
It needs to be 21.
Okay, we're asking you to add a flavor.
They need to add a KHOZ
special.
Yeah.
We're going to tell them that when they come on next week.
Oh, we'll do that. See if they.
We'll just see if they bite on that one.
Yeah, and I want people to go when they announce it. I want people to go down and say, I want the KHOZ special,
or the Dan and Ann special.
Either way, that kind of rolls off your tongue better, doesn't it?
Dan and Ann.
Yeah,
it does.
I want the Dan and Ann.
Y'all should hear us do our promos around the table with Dan and Ann. It's like, I don't know, it's chaos. But anyway, that's okay. Our lives are chaos a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little cloudy today. What are you thinking about that?
I think it's going to warm up.
It's supposed to get in the 90s again. Am I right?
It was hot yesterday.
It did get hot.
Yeah, it did get a little hot.
It was cool yesterday morning, and then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. And my shirt that I was wearing, it was a short sleeve shirt, but it was a thick cotton. It was thick.
I'm so sorry.
And I started sweating. I was doing a shoot, and I'm like, why did I wear this shirt? So I just pulled it. No, I didn't pull it off, but I really wanted to. Oh, it was so hot, you know.
You need a little water fan that sprays water on you.
I need something to fan me.
Big old fan.
I need one of those big elephant ears.
Yeah, and things. You need a big somebody to be flopping that thing at you.
I need to hire somebody. Well, everybody's back in school. You can't hire anybody. There's nobody to work.
Poor Dan.
I'd pay him $19.85 minimum wage fees if I could find somebody like that.
For only $19.99, you too can have a fanner and a fan. There you go. Well, okay, so there is a chance of rain today.
Is there?
A 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but mainly afternoon, and some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall.
Ouch.
Mostly sunny with a high of 90.
Ooh.
So that kind of contradicts it, but whatever. I'm not going to, it says sunny.
Well, it's going to be sunny.
So maybe it's going to rain. And
40%. You got to have a little sun popping through every now and then.
Oh, you've got a little sun popping through too.
Okay.
Tonight is a 20% chance of showers with a low of 69, and then tomorrow 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms again before 1 p.m. And then a high of 94. Heat index is 103. Yep, we're
going to get hot again.
We're breaking it.
Yep.
Once again. And then Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low of 72. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Then Thursday, it says it's going to be sunny with a high near 96. Thursday night, low 71 with a 30% chance of shower moving into the area. Friday, 20% chance of showers, sunny high near 93. And then Friday night, low 68 degrees. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, looks like the highs are going to be
warm
in the lower 90s. So
yeah,
once it gets to be 80, 88 degrees, it's just hot.
This is August. So it's not really unexpected that we have warm weather still. So
okay,
there you go. There it is, people. Do you know what's next?
I do.
What?
Like a topic to ponder?
Would you like to hear one?
I'd like to comment on this one.
Would you?
I would.
Okay.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
There, had to fix that. Sorry. No, I'm not. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
East German guards began erecting concrete barriers in an attempt
I didn't mean to do that. How do I shut that off now?
Hit your black button up there. Stop.
I am so sorry, people. I just thought I'd go on with something else.
Yeah, we got to read this.
Okay, hello, I'm back from vacation, but my brain is still there.
Yep.
Okay, should AI have rules of ethics?
Should they? Mm-hmm. I think they should.
They have to be regulated somehow, right?
How is AI doing what it's doing? How did it happen?
Who decided to make it happen?
Someone programmed it.
Right.
And someone gave it some kind of direction, knowledge.
Right.
Yeah. So if we input it with bad directives, it will spit out bad directives. It'll spit out bad responses. So there needs to be some kind of rules.
And then who's the governing body over that? That's the big question. Who gets to put the info in there?
If everything is put in fairly, without any agenda.
Facts.
based on facts, not by truth.
Right.
Truth is different than facts. Truth is what you think.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
They can't
facts
be disputed.
are hard evidence,
Right.
and you can type that in. If you had if AI had the right facts, it would spit out the right decisions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, there you go. There's Dan's.
That's my
I think
thing.
that sounds reasonable.
That's logical.
Yeah. Oh, you sound like Spock.
Oh yeah.
How logical. Anyway, we would like to know what you all think. Should AI have rules of ethics? And it seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Yes. But, I'd
Was
like
this
to
an
hear.
AI?
Probably. It probably was.
It's asking you what it should.
Yeah.
Should I have ethics?
But it really didn't want a response from me.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, you should ask it.
I used AI to ask get this.
Ask AI this question.
Oh, I think I will.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
Would you abide by any ethics that were imposed upon you?
Ooh. Okay.
And what would the answer be?
Maybe we'll get back to you tomorrow with the answer.
Does AI say yes or no?
That would be interesting.
Yeah. The one that just played,
Yeah, what do I do now?
grab it and put it somewhere at the bottom of the list. And we'll do it last. Did it work?
I can't get it to the bottom. Oh. It keeps going away. Y'all bear with me. Oh, there we are.
There you go. Now we'll start with number 2.
Let's do something else.
Well, do we tell people to go to our Facebook page and
Well, I'm hoping it's up. I didn't look.
go to our Facebook page, and where it says topic to ponder, it should say, should AI have rules of ethics? We want to know what you think.
There should be a graphic up,
Go
as
there
usual.
and answer the question.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have time to look. All right, let's move on.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
It was an absolute chaos. It was terrible. People crying, shouting. I just remember I was so frightened. I thought we'd never see my sister.
Okay, this was 63 years ago. Berlin was divided as East Germany sealed off the border between the city's eastern and western sectors and began building a wall around the western portion to halt the flight of refugees. Years later, this Berlin resident recalled being separated from her sister who was staying with relatives across the border. That would probably be a little concerning.
Yeah.
For sure.
The real credit goes to the people of the United States who finally made it plain that they wanted a change.
This was back in 1981, 43 years ago. President Reagan signed his massive tax and spending cuts into law. He said the laws would reverse bad practices that were nearly 50 years in the making.
All right.
And as it turned out, the cuts helped foster a ballooning deficit and a quadrupling of the national debt in 12 years, from $1 trillion to $4 trillion.
Yeah, I wonder what it is now. Do you know the figure?
No.
A lot.
It's in the trillions for sure.
Yeah.
Mickey was well loved and respected, and a man of tremendous intellect and strength and leadership. He provided lots of hope for lots of people.
35 years ago, 6 days after it disappeared, a plane carrying Texas Congressman Mickey Leland and 15 other people on a flight through Ethiopia was found. Everyone on board was killed after the plane crashed into a mountainside. Michigan Congressman Dave Bonnier mourned his colleague and friend.
We happen to be the Partridge Family, stars of stage, television, and nightclubs.
I watch that all the time.
Yeah, this is a birthday cut. Actor Danny Bonaducci was born on this day, August 13th, 1959. He's 65 today.
Wow.
He was the little freckle-faced bassist on the Partridge Family.
I don't remember his name on there, do you? Danny.
Danny, yeah.
It was Danny, yep. Would you recognize that theme song?
No, I would not.
Actor John Slattery was born this day in 1962. He is 62 years old. Slattery is perhaps best known for his role as Roger Sterling on Mad Men, and that was the theme music.
I've never seen that.
I'm not sure I have either, I don't believe.
Yep. As the president has said many times, we maintain that Russia interfered in the elections. The president, however, his campaign colluding in that process is a total hoax.
This is also another birthday cut. This is former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is also our governor here in the state of Arkansas. Was born on this day, August 13th, 1982. She's only 42 today.
Okay.
She was regularly defending President Trump over remarks about Russia collusion, which they found out that was just
collusion. That was
poppycock.
Poppycock, yeah. All right.
East German guards began erecting concrete barriers in an attempt to stop their society hemorrhaging to death. But 25,000 people were leaving East Germany a week.
63 years ago, Berlin was divided as East Germany sealed off the border between the city's eastern and western sectors and began building a wall around the eastern portion to halt the fight. We just did this, more or less. It's a different account. Gavin Hewitt later reported from the divided city, but that was along the same line as what we read. So, there you go. There's your Today in History for this fine Tuesday.
Yeah, read them and weep.
You read them and weep. Okay, we're going to take us...
Already?
Well, yeah, do you want to do something else?
I don't know.
Do you want to talk about something? Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
No.
That's a nice little musical interlude to go to break.
It's my notification thing. I forgot to turn my phone off.
Dan, I'm so disappointed that you do that.
Well...
Okay. Can I proceed?
Who's on our guest today?
Tim Randall with Foundation Tables, and I don't know. There's another gentleman in our lobby. I'm not sure if he's going to come on here with him. We'll find out.
He might be the Fuller Brush salesman.
The who? What?
Fuller Brush.
What's that?
You don't know what that is?
Nuh-uh.
Never heard of the Fuller Brush?
What is the Fuller Brush?
It's the guy that went door to door selling household brushes.
Oh, I had one of those come and do a vacuum cleaner.
The same kind of thing, but they just selling things that you could.
Oh.
Women could clean a house with.
They sold it to the women because we're suckers.
Well, women
for a clean house.
Women spend more money, don't they?
Well, it's not just that, but we're usually in charge of the cleaning. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that kind of a common?
Who's cleaning your house today?
Well, not me. Point taken, Dan. I keep it picked up. I have to pick it up so that the cleaning lady can clean it.
No, you pay the cleaning lady. That's what you do.
Yeah, I do.
Who's our guest?
Tim Randall with Foundation Tables. Okay. We'll be up after our break. Stay with us.
I hope everyone
enjoyed that break.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the break. We had our mics on the entire time.
Yeah, I did. Well, I shut them off there for about 5 seconds.
Too late.
Y'all, I'm telling you.
I think the Harrison Police Department's going to be here in a few minutes.
I'm glad we didn't say anything bad about them. You know, post-break, this happens. That's just how it is.
So where we're going, Ann?
So Tim Randall is in the house, and he is with Foundation Tables, and I'll let you introduce who you brought.
I brought Jeff with me.
Okay. Just
Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Jeff Poteet, yes, sir.
Just a sidekick.
Now, is that from Louisiana?
It is not. It's from Texas.
Texas. Poteet.
Really?
That sounds like
Poteet. Pete.
Yeah. Oh, Poteet.
Yes.
That's entirely different. That's from Texas.
Okay, but I had read some things about reference to Foundation Tables, and I was curious what Foundation Tables is, and got a hold of you, and you agreed to come on and inform our viewers and listeners all about what does Foundation Tables do, and who do they serve? Yeah. And
so we feed people on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the park for right now. We've got us a building. We just got a business license yesterday for our thrift store, which is going to help sponsor the side that we feed out of. We do a wellness wash day once a month. We just done one Sunday.
What is that?
So that's where we let you come to Wash World on 65 Bypass.
Yes.
And we pay for the detergent. We pay for the washing. We pay for the drying. Anything that you need to make sure that you've got clean clothes to make it through the week, and the kids got clothes to go to school in.
Wow.
That kind of fills the need.
No kidding.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah. And we've had quite a good turnout with it. The first one we done, I think there was like 17 people there, that one.
Oh.
So it is a need. The way that came about, a lady we were talking at one of the feedings that we had, and she had a couple of kids with her, and I asked, I said, other than, the food or whatever, what's a need that you guys have? And she said, well, the thing that we don't have the most is they don't have a washer and dryer in their house. They don't even have a hookup for it. They've got a small apartment, so they didn't even have a hookup for it. So I gave her like $13 and change and said, hey, why don't you go and wash some clothes? And the little boy kind of jumps up, and he's 9-year-old. He's like, yes, clean clothes. And I thought, wow, that was weird.
Wow.
Makes you feel different when you're clean.
Yeah.
Well, stuff we take for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That not everyone can.
Right. And so that's how that kind of kicked off. And so I went home, and I got thinking about it, and I told my wife, I said, I'm just going to set up a deal where once a month I can help these guys, wash their clothes. And lo and behold, there we went, and it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
So
wow, and is it growing in?
So we are growing with that part of it. I think, like this last one, I only had like 5 people to show up, which was right before school. But at the same time, my wife a few weeks ago started a clothes drive kind of sponsorship for children. She got 55 sponsors to come out and buy clothes for kids. These kids. 55 kids with brand new clothes, and we had a bunch of clothes.
And they may not have ever had brand new clothes before, the people that you're serving.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we had a bunch of clothes donated, were really nice clothes, and we gave over 100 bags of clothes away Saturday.
Mm-hmm. So did this just come from your heart to serve this way?
So with Foundation Tables, the way it happened, I had a little coffee shop down at the mall, Commerce Mall. I don't know if I should say that, but anyway.
You're fine.
And one night we were at home, and I said, where's the closest place to go get pancakes? And she said, well, there's an IHOP in Branson. I'm like, I don't want to go all the way to Branson. And she says, well, we've got a coffee shop. We can cook pancakes. I'm like, yeah. So I want to go down, and I went down and started cooking pancakes and made a big batter. I thought, wait a minute, I probably made too much. So I'm going to put it on Facebook. If anybody wants pancakes, come down here, and I'll give them to you. And people showed up.
Wow.
Fed them pancakes. That's when I saw that, wait a minute, maybe there's a need for this.
Sure.
And so I started the next Friday night. I made pancakes and sausage. And then it grew from there to spaghetti, to chili, to soup, meals.
Right.
And we've just been trugging along since then. And this was back in November.
You have to have some source of income to be able to do this.
Well, yeah.
And probably some of it's been out of your pocket.
Well, yes. When we first started, yeah.
But you're opening the thrift store to help fund the whole
Absolutely. And with the thrift store, what that does is people come in, and believe it or not, the thrift store right now, 90% of my thrift store is donations. Stuff that people's brought to us and said, hey, sell this and use this to do that side with. And we've got sponsors coming in all the time, people stopping in and saying, hey, listen, I saw you or heard you on Facebook, and I've seen some of the posts that you do and the things that you talk about. So we want to help out. And they just give donations, money donations as well as, items.
Right.
So that keeps us going. Of course, my wife, she works, she pays the bills at the house. So I got to give a shout out to her. That's awesome. She's pretty cool with it.
Oh, well,
where's the thrift store at?
Yeah. So it's 120 South Pine in Harrison.
Okay.
So the old recording studio used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's our building.
Okay.
So.
And what's your involvement? You're just sitting over there, Mr. Texas.
Yes, ma'am. I just volunteer. I just help him trying to get things going since we got the buildings, since we got, and I'll go out to the park and help with the feedings. And
do you need help from the community to do that?
So I get a lot of volunteers. That's what I was going to tell you too. Man, I get so many people that say, "Hey, we want to help. We want to volunteer." Until we get this new building, the feeding side set up. Basically, what we do is we meet at the park on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Mini Harris Park at the Pavilion.
Okay.
And we just set everything up. People come in, they sit down, they don't have to do anything. We take the food to them, they eat, they drink, we talk. We have some people that come there just for the companionship or just for the camaraderie of talking.
Sure. Yeah, do you bring the tables and everything?
No, so they've got tables down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've already got the tables set up in the park pavilion.
Yeah. Okay.
The good thing is the park, Mini Harris Park. The good thing is they've also have electricity there. So if we need crock pots or something like that, we can use. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of this community is a giving community, and there's a lot of organizations that do this, and it's just ironic to me that you're filling another need with the clothes and the food.
And along with the Wellness Wash Day, one of the other things that we want to promote, and I started it earlier. We kind of got a little late start on it. Is I have a Facebook page called Backseat Babies, and what that was is several years ago when I lived in Northwest Arkansas. I had heard a story come across about a child that was left in a car at Walmart. He ended up dying, and his name was Janai Chronister. So that's one of the things we want to promote, too, is during these hot months, and even in the wintertime, people don't know it, but even in the wintertime, if you leave a kid in a car, if it's a warm enough day for too long, it may not kill them, but it could cause damage. We want to stop that. So already this year, I think there's 19 kids already in the United States that have died in cars. So we want to get that out there and say, hey, listen, guys, just think. So one of the things is that they have on the internet and we've talked about is stop, look, and lock. So stop your car, look, make sure you got everything, and then lock it. So that's one of the things we'd like to spread to.
Not everybody has that car that tells you there's something in your seat.
Yeah.
And probably people that are being served by this certainly don't have those brand new cars that do that. So it is an issue, and it's one that we don't like to see, but it's happens.
To see it, hate to hear it.
Yeah. Do you have any needs that you want to put out there to our audience?
Well, I mean, I don't think we're never going to turn down any kind of donations. If you bring clothes or furniture or dishes or something like that, just extra things that you have. One of the things that we would like to have more of is if you've got some food in your cupboard or in your closets or whatever you want to call them, and it's extra and you don't want it, instead of just leaving it sitting for however long, if you want to box it up and call us, we'll come and get it, or you can bring it to 120 South Pine and drop it off, and we'll make sure it gets to somebody.
How can they contact you?
So my phone number is 417-294-7371. They can find us on Facebook at Foundation Tables.
Okay.
And they can come to 120 South Pine. Somebody's usually there.
Okay. I bet Jeff's going to be there.
Jeff's
Jeff's
there a lot. He's there a lot on Mondays and Tuesdays, which is his day off because he actually has a job that he works at. And then usually when the days that we're feeding, he's at work, so he gets to help us on Tuesday evenings. So I guess we can go ahead and put it out there. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll be feeding at the park tonight. I think we're going to have homemade hamburgers with lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, cheese,
the whole
all the
thing.
good works.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter. Like I said, my wife usually tries to force this out to everybody. We don't care if you're Mayor Jerry Jackson or if you're the loneliest homeless person in town. Come and eat with us.
Okay.
Come sit and talk.
You may meet somebody there that you can mentor, or
Absolutely.
who knows what God can do in that situation.
Yeah, and a lot of people would say, well, I don't want to come if you're going to be preaching or something like that.
Absolutely not.
I mean, is it
So-
denominational?
Is there a
or?
faith-based part of this?
So here's the thing with that. So faith-based,
I don't know if that's
sort
a good
of.
term.
Right, yeah.
but-
Because one thing I don't do when you come in, I don't want you down there cussing and screaming and yelling. And, you know, people want to gather and have fun.
Sure.
You got some of the older people that they just want to sit and eat and
Yeah.
talk and enjoy. But as far as
Respectful of
faith-based,
everyone.
we don't preach to you. If you have questions and we know the answer to it, if it's about the Bible, sure, I'll talk to you about it.
Are you a pastor?
No, sir. No, ma'am,
Okay.
I'm not.
I know we were trying to figure that out just
No, ma'am,
between
I'm
ourselves.
not.
I just wondered.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I believe in God. I believe in the devil. Can't believe in one
Right.
without the other.
Right.
And I do try to make things different in my life now. I've got a past. Everybody does.
Yeah.
And
sure.
I've taken it from that step to this one, which is a big giant leap, believe it or not.
So you can offer your testimony is what I'm going to say to people, you know, that maybe where you've come from different things and give them hope. And
Well,
I don't know.
that transition from your past to now, is that why you're doing what you're doing?
So, yeah, maybe in a way. I mean, when I was growing up, we had 7 kids in our house, and my dad was a sole worker. Struggles and going through, knowing that, you know, sometimes before you went to bed, Mom made sure you had something to eat, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a butter sandwich or
Right.
peanut butter and jelly or just something, you know, she would make soup out of anything.
right.
I don't like soup as much anymore, but, you know, you can do that.
Souped out.
Yeah. So, and then just seeing people, one of the biggest things to me is seeing, like, the smiling faces. Or kids that are like, oh, yeah, hamburgers. Because
Sure.
last Tuesday night, I believe it was, we gave away McDonald's hamburgers. McDonald's works with us.
Oh, wow. Good.
Domino's Pizza is super, super great with us. They give us pizzas once a month to give away.
Wonderful.
But to see these kids come in and sit down there all smile like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting this, you know, and they eat it and have fun. And then, like I said, just being able to sit and talk with people and get to know different people. When I met Jeff, he was a poor, lonely guy and didn't know anything at all.
Look at you now. You just talk people's heads off, don't you?
Jeff's a great guy. He helps out a lot. So, but you know, that's the thing we want to do. We want to see the community come together and know each other.
We need more of this.
And to
really.
help. And yeah, there's a need. The need is there. And you're just helping to serve that need and hopefully make some people's lives better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And again,
Without
those,
anything in return.
Right. No, we don't ask for anything.
Yeah. That's good.
tell us again the day, Tuesdays and Thursdays. How?
So Tuesdays and Thursdays at Minnie Harris Park from 6 until 8. Now, there has been a couple of times in the summer when we have said, hey, listen, guys, it's 104 degrees out. I'm not going to feed you because you don't want someone to come out and eat a hamburger or drink some milk or whatever and get hot and then get sick behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
So I would rather them, and I think a lot of people, they have something to eat at home. You know, especially when we're doing it twice a week. Some of your other places do it Monday through or Friday.
Right,
through,
there's
Friday
other
through
resources
Monday.
as well.
Right, they do.
Yeah.
Some do Friday through Monday. Some do mornings only. Some do homeless only. The other thing that we do, we do like to get your name and your age. But I don't need all the information about where you work or how
not
many
vetting
kids
them.
you have. No,
Right.
yeah, I don't care about your income. I don't care about any of that.
You just
I
want to get to
care
know the
about-
person.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
get to know the people, make friends, and show them, hey, listen, if I can help you, you can help somebody else. You can go a step further to say, well, hey, I like what you're doing, so I'm going to try it. Maybe that's
Hopefully,
what we
it's
need
just
to
a
do.
domino effect.
Right, domino
Yeah.
effect.
Well, that's
Wow.
cool.
So,
That's cool.
and the thrift store is open now, or it will
is-
be?
Today is everybody's working on it. We got our business license yesterday. I've got people up there now setting it all up and ready to go.
Okay.
This weekend we will definitely be open. we're going to have a yard sale opening.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool.
All right. Okay.
And how can they find out about just through Foundation Tables, or how can they find out more about the thrift store itself?
So I also have Foundation Tables thrift store page.
Okay.
So we got Foundation
You're
Tables.
multimedia here.
Well, so we got Foundation Tables, and then we have Foundation Tables thrift store. So
Okay.
you can go to that and look at it. There'll be pictures on there and show you what we have.
Okay.
So, and this is not going to be like, and I don't want to bring any names up, but it's not going to be like some of the other thrift stores that get stuff donated, and then you go in and it's like, wow, $100 for a couch. It's not going to be like that.
You're going to serve.
I want
the
you to
need
be
of
able, because I want you to be able to afford it.
Right.
And if someone comes in and says, and I've got a bed for $20, and they say, man, I really need a bed, but I don't have the money, they're going to get a bed. They're going to leave there with that bed.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff's given to me, so if I can give it to them to help make something, that's fine. But also would like to have, people come in and buy to help support the other side of what we want to do.
Yeah, a lot of times people that can't afford things and
Absolutely.
they see an item that they really want or they've noticed it and need it or whatever, they will donate more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you just kind of let that happen.
Yep.
Just let all that go by osmosis. Make it let it happen on its own.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you very
like
much.
it.
Well,
I'm
thank
glad to know about what Foundation Tables is.
Yeah. So my
For
wife
sure.
said she wanted one thing said. So
Okay, what
she
is it?
wants people to know is that we're not going to give a hand out. We're going to give a hand up.
Okay.
I think that's good.
So.
What's
we'll
your
help
wife's
you,
name?
You help others. My wife's name's Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
I don't know if she's listening, but yeah, we'll get her to it.
Well, and it's
Great
nice
lady.
to have you as well. Thank you for being here. And
my story is real quickly is I'm new to Harrison. I found an opportunity to help out and give back. I do like it here. I like helping the community.
Have you ever thought about a career in radio?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Nice try.
We just thought he had a nice voice for radio. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
We're
very
glad you're
much.
here.
Yeah, we're
Thank
very
you.
glad y'all
Yeah.
are here. We
Thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much. I appreciate you guys having
All
us
right.
in.
Hey, and we'll have you come back. How about that?
Absolutely, whenever.
Update. Well, I love
Yeah,
updates.
we love updates.
Yeah,
Now that we know who you
Especially
are.
closer to Christmas when we start doing our toy drive.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got,
yes.
yeah, we've got your name, so we know who you are. So we won't be digging into
And
your
you can
past
always
or anything. But
you can always contact us too
Yeah, it doesn't
if there's
matter.
things you want to talk
Whenever.
about. So
thanks,
All right.
guys.
thanks
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank
We
you.
need to take a break, and we're going to do that now. And when we return, I don't know. Dan's got some useless information. As
I do. I do.
As always, stay with us. What did I do wrong, Dan?
I don't know. Maybe you should turn your mic on. How's that? How is it over there today, Ann? Are you enjoying your time over there? Do you have memory loss?
I pushed the wrong button. People, forgive me. Just forgive this whole day.
You're doing
We've
this.
had good information.
You're doing this again tomorrow, aren't you? Are you
I
not?
probably am, since I discombobulated so bad today. I imploded. So I'll have to renew. I'll have
that's
to,
funny.
Have to go
You're
out on a good
funny.
note for the week.
You're funny.
So Mohawk Big Deals. We haven't talked about them in a while.
Oh, okay.
And they have some stuff going on this week. Deal of the day for today: Crazy Craig's Sports Bar and Grill, $10 gift certificate for $5. Go to mohawkbigdeals.com for more information. But it's time for Auction Mania. 4 great items all up for auction on August 15th. You could be sitting pretty on a leather sectional from Missler's, sleeping like royalty on a king-size mattress from Harness Mattress, or enjoying the summer sun with full-day boat rental from Branson Rentals, or getting their senior pics done with photographs. Anyway, there's all kinds of information on that at mohawkbigdeals.com.
Okay.
You can download the app if you prefer, and then there'll be
That's
a
still
deal.
going on.
Yeah, I guess it's an ongoing. We don't know a lot about it, honestly, because this is our
Well,
first time.
and the deals change,
Yeah.
daily.
Right.
So you almost have to. I mean, if you're not a deal looker or watcher or
Right.
hunter, then it's not
Hunter?
deal hunter.
The deal hunter.
Yes.
Sounds like.
I'm gonna track down this prey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do that, and you
If
let
you-
me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, mohawkbigdeals.com.
Yeah. Go there.
Go there.
Yeah, here's a little bit of a news report. This is news flash. No, it's not.
Terrible.
There's an orangutan in the Dublin Zoo
Okay.
who gave birth to a little baby orangutan,
Orangutan.
but because they're in captivity, the mother didn't know how to feed the baby.
What?
Yeah.
I guess they learned from the other elders
I
or whatever.
guess.
I'll be darned.
So, some human moms have volunteered to step in and show them how.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through the glass, they demonstrated breastfeeding to
Okay.
the orangutan. The orangutan's name is Mujir,
Okay.
and she had babies a few years ago, but they didn't make it because she didn't know what
Right.
to do.
Right.
So this time the zoo posted their request to help, and 30 women brought their babies and
I'll be
demonstrated
dang.
to the orangutan how that would work. Until Mama Ape totally gets it, and the zoo is helping out with bottle feeding too.
Wow.
I mean, that's tough. You grab these, you take these animals out of their natural habitat,
Right.
you put them in a zoo. Have you ever been to a zoo?
Sure.
And you ever watch the animals?
Yeah.
They are like the cats. They just do the same path.
They have limited space to do
Yeah,
anything.
and they're almost like they're like cabin fever or something.
Mhm.
And I feel sorry for them.
Sure.
You want them to be in the wild
Sure.
where they can
Sure.
be out there. So anyway.
There's good rescue places that help, with those kind of things, or I'm sure they're hopefully treated well in a zoo, but
Yeah.
nothing like being in the wild.
And also, did you know we've been eating apples wrong?
How do you eat
The
an
entire
apple wrong,
well,
Dan?
there's a new study out that says that we're eating apples wrong. Agricultural scientists in China,
Okay.
I guess we could take that to the bank.
Yep.
Found that simply washing fruit, apples in particular, didn't do anything, and it to get rid of the toxic pesticides.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not even.
They found that
That's
chemicals penetrated the apple's skin and even went into the pulp of the fruit.
Wow.
They now suggest that you peel the apples twice to make sure you get almost all of it. The bad news, considering the skins contain
All the vitamins.
Yeah, it contains more vitamins in the flesh than the flesh of the apples.
I've read about soaking stuff in vinegar and water. I don't know if that is something that is an option.
I don't know. I
don't.
They say you can't even drink bottled water anymore because of the microplastics in. I mean, what are you
trying to kill us?
Well, they're doing a pretty good job.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, there's so many chemicals. I would venture to say there was something. What was it?
I guess that means grow your own.
What was it that we were eating? And it was Pringles.
Oh, they're
bioengineered. I'm like, what do you make this out of?
I need to probably be more careful about reading labels, but you're going to have to be prepared also to spend more on your money for food that doesn't have that crap in it.
I also have to say that if you spend a lot of time reading labels, you probably will starve to death.
Probably because you don't want any of that crap. You want to grow your own, if at all possible.
Yeah.
Wow. That kind of took that down a notch, didn't it? Huh. So, McDonald's France wants to cancel a sauce because of Team USA.
Cancel a sauce?
That's what it says.
What's the sauce?
Remember when the U.S. pretended to cancel French fries? Now, McDonald's in France wants to cancel its curry sauce because, we beat them in basketball at the Olympics.
Well, yeah.
Thanks to Steph Curry. The joke was posted on social media saying that the ban would be for at least 4 years.
Boy.
Okay, there you go.
They'll make their point, won't they?
Just to cancel that.
How about a break?
Yep. We need to take a break. All right, we will do that, and we'll be right back with more from Dan and Ann. See you then.
Worldwide.
We welcome you back to Around the Table as we're starting to put the brakes on closing out this show for this fine Tuesday, aren't we?
Let's put those air brakes on.
I don't know.
We're on the air. Air brakes.
Wow, Dan. That was. You are just full of something.
I am full of it.
Do you know what's happening?
What?
Something that hasn't happened in like 4 decades.
I don't know what's going on.
The Branson Pirates are going to play the Harrison Goblins.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
You did? Do you know when it is?
I think it's the 30th of this month, right?
It looks like Friday night, August 30th.
Ooh, where's it going to be? You know?
I think I don't know.
I think it's at
Harrison, isn't it?
Yes.
And the sponsors for this game are Pella Windows and Doors, but it's also the Goblins.
It's going to be carried on Z103.
That's 40 years.
Yeah.
Since that's happened.
Yeah. It's going to be carried on 102.9 with Todd Scarborough and Coach Dan Henderson, and also on Legends 106.3 with the Hall of Famer Scott McCauley and Josh Clark. They're going to be announcing it, sounds like.
I'm trying to make sure where it starts, where it's being played. I'll have to find that out. We got a little blurb about it, and we didn't really have time to research much about it, but we will be promoting that game and the fact that we are playing the Pirates. There you go. Danny boy.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, have you ever tried to unsubscribe from all the crud you get in your emails?
No, but I wished I had a way to do it.
Okay.
An easy way to do it. Oh my gosh. So difficult.
Well, you know, it doesn't take any time to subscribe. It's really quite simple. You put your email in there, and then you get a multitude of things.
And then they try to hide if you want to cancel.
I know.
How hard is that? It's horrible.
Sometimes I have a little header at the top of my email that says unsubscribe. I don't know why, but you can do. The government wants to change the way that you unsubscribe to make it easier, and it's called the Time to Money Initiative, and it requires companies to make unsubscribing to their services as easy as it is to subscribe in the first place. The FTC wants to finalize a click-to-cancel policy as early as this week. I think that would be profound.
Don't make it hard.
And then you get on these mailing lists, and you get all this random stuff. It says, a lot of them say from a mailing list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that, but there we are. So.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever go to the movie theaters and watch Horizon? You know, the Kevin Costner Western, the 3-parter?
I don't know. I did not.
Kelly and I went to it. Because it's a 3-parter, they kind of leave you hanging.
Of course they do.
You know, it's like,
keep it coming back,
I'm really
right?
not. This is really not the end of the show. So they want you to keep going back to the movie theaters. But Kevin Costner's epic Western is turning out to be a flop. They finally have taken Kevin Costner's movie Horizon out of its, put it out of its misery. Basically, over the weekend, the movie's theatrical release ended. The Western cost $100 million to make, but only earned $33 million, a third of that, in worldwide ticket sales since June. Costner paid $38 million out of his own pocket. And if you want to make some money, if you want to make some of that back, there's probably someone on the Yellowstone lot willing to talk some kind of contract. So I don't know if the other two version or the other two parts are coming out or not, but I would go see it. It was enjoyable to a certain degree, but there was a little hollowness in the thing. Do you know what?
And they just keep you coming back.
They just keep you coming back. You know what today is?
Well, it is Tuesday, August the 13th, Dan.
Okay, but it's also International Left-Handers Day. Are you left-handed?
I am not, but my child is. And my granddaughter.
Okay.
But I'm not. No.
Did you try to force them to write with their right hand, or?
No.
You didn't force them at all?
I let them use whatever they used.
Okay.
Why would I force them? To conform to the scissors that work for them?
Well, I started.
That was a pain.
I wanted to write, when I had crayons, I wanted to do it with my feet.
I think that would be a heck of a thing.
They stopped me from that. They tied my feet together.
They didn't.
Yeah, they did. I couldn't walk for years.
Dan.
Yes.
Do you know it's National Prosecco Day, and I think you should have some on
Prosecco? What's that?
It's like a sparkling wine type thing.
Oh, okay. That's
it's good in mimosas, I'm just saying.
It's also National Filet Mignon.
I had one of those last night.
Did you really?
From our own beef. I did. It was very good.
Was it frozen TV dinner?
No, it was hot off the grill.
Okay.
My hubby did that for me.
I bet he pulled it out of the freezer and slapped it on the skillet.
Well, whatever. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. We're done. We are checking out.
Check it out.
Later.